In 2020, the Denys family celebrated its 100-year jubilee in pigeon racing. It all started in 1920 with grandfather Emieldenys Sr. and thanks to the fanatic professional efforts of grandson Emiel, the name Denys never stayed out of the spotlights of international pigeon racing. During his brilliant career he won, first overall champion long distance KBDB, third and fourth national champion long distance KBDB, first European champion long distance, 2 times national marathon. There were international and national victories on Limoges, Caires, St. Vincent, Périgueux, San Sebastian and 2 times Narbonne. First FCI World Champion OLR, Olympiad Dortmund. Second FCI World Champion OLR, Olympiad Brussels. Third FCI World Champion OLR. In spite of all these victories, Barcelona remains on the international flight calendar in Fleur. For Emiel, this is the flight among the flights. And if Emiel concentrates on a certain target, prizes will fall from the sky anyway. First gold in Wing Barcelona Club 1982. First gold in Wing Barcelona Club 1986. Silver Wing Barcelona Club 2006 and 1980. First Primus Interpairs 1982. First National Ace Barcelona 2006, 2007, 2008. Fifth National Ace Barcelona 2019, 2020, 2021. Second National Barcelona in 1980 and 1986. Third National Barcelona in 1980 and 2018. Sixth National Barcelona 2001. Mr. Emieldenys is very famous in international pigeon racing sport. He is famous as a businessman, has part in several pigeon magazines in Belgium and Holland, as a broker in pigeons and is a pigeon racer. He owns 2 racing and breeding lofts in Belgium, Emieldenys in Tielt, and Rebecca Denys in Zult. Rebecca is the daughter of Emiel. Emiel had very good racing results in his career, but 2007 must be considered as one of his best seasons ever. Winning the bronze medal in the important championship KBDB very long distance is big. Emiel will be proud on the podium in Ostend because his close friend Eric de Vlaeminck will be on silver place. He won his second national champion KBDB very long distance. Eric de Vlaeminck is the man who helps Emiel on the Loft in Tielt. Let me give 2 examples of races in 2007 of the strain Denys. Pau National 5 birds Denys in top 100. 28th, 40th, 42nd, 86, 92nd National, and San Sebastian International 6 birds in top 100. 27th, 30th, 34th, 46th, 67th, 95th. Not many fanciers can do this in 1 year. The history of a world-famous strain. Emieldenys Sr. started racing pigeons in 1920 on short distance, because in those years there was no other choice in the West Flanders. Systematically, he aimed what higher and began participating in far middle distance competition. Better material was rounded up from the stock of masters Theo van de Velde, Cattrysse, De Vriend and Charles van der Asp, together with his sons Cyril and Camille. The family Denys bought one of the most famous Van de Velde pigeons of the region, namely the Hercule having belonged to Maines from Roxem. This goes to show that this feature of wanting the best was, and stays a real family feature. Then the World War II began, and all pigeons in the area were requisited by the Germans and taken away. After the war, the Denys family looked for other material. In 1946, a late bred was bought from André Vanbruaene from Law. This late bred was later named the Leborn and became sire of some basic birds like Bult, Chat, 17th International San Sebastian 1953, and Copy. The family business in hides and in wool kept on growing, and Cyril became manager of a concern in plumes in Upwick. As a result, the family cards had to be rearranged. Cyril, his father Emiel and his mother, moved to Upwick. Camille stayed for the business in Gistel and had to take care of the pigeons. New lofts were building at the new address marked and the birds rehoused from Mossel Street to marked. The donation bought on the charity sale in Union Gistel had to be traded in for a bird of the second round from the Morse Grandmasters Cattrysse. Camille had on his footsteps, Emiel, his eldest son, who was becoming a real pigeon fanatic and simply idolized the brothers Cattrysse and Andre Vanbruaene. Emiel was born in 1946 and now became famous Emieldenys. The youngster chosen at the Loft. Cattrysse was sprinter 595-58, became basic bird of Emiel. Emiel graduated in 1964, and in 1965, he became in charge of the whole Denys pigeons. As a 19-year-old, he won first national Limoges in his first year as manager of the Loft. The Vector, son of sprinter cross daughter Cares, won on Limoges. Emiel did not think he had the best pigeons on his Loft now, he wanted better. He went to Deschamps Van Hassen from Law and bought the 11-year-old cock Remie. This cock was already old but proved to be an important basic cock. In 1969, Emiel won his second national race. He won it on St. Vincent with Blixem 381-66. A daughter of this cock was matched to his famous T. In 1970, Emiel won first national Cares. On the 4th of October 1969, Emiel was married and moved to Zult. There, the Denys family bought the Woolfabriek van Vlaanderen, the famous factory in wool. The attics on the old vinegar factory situated behind the new residence were transformed into new lofts. A few later breds of 1969 were the first pigeons on the new lofts. In 1970 and 1971, when the lofts of the young pigeons in Gistel were fully occupied, practically all the young pigeons from the third round came to Zult. Emiel Sr. took care of the birds in Gistel until he passed away in 1971. So Emiel decided to keep things at a lower pace in Gistel and concentrated on his new lofts in Zult. In the meantime, brother Andre was also married. The business was shared and so were the pigeons. They raced under the name Brothers Denys in Zult. Gradually Emiel started to put his new team in Zult together, and in 1974, he had a miracle year. No one has ever achieved the many victories and championships in one year. Brothers Denys became first General Champion Belgium KBDB, first Ace Pigeon Long Distance Belgium KBDB, first International Narbonne with the Cock Prince, and first National St. Vincent Hens with Blakesk, second National St. Vincent Hens and third National St. Vincent Hens. To do better in 1975 was impossible, but Emiel won that year, second National Pau, fourth National Bordeaux, fourth General Champion Belgium KBDB, seventh Europe Cup. In 1977, Father Emieldenys passed away and all remaining birds in Gistel were sold in an auction. The chapter Gistel was closed. Also brother Andre stopped with pigeon racing and became a famous Belgian politician. Emiel raced under his own name in Zult. In 1980, he was the first Belgian fancier to win the championship national marathon for the second time. Mostly the cock T and the grandchildren of Prince were excellent birds in the early 80s. The T is a bird only have once in your lifetime, says Emiel. If he says so, it must be true and this bird must be very special. Well, he is the best Barcelona racer in history. On this race, T. 441-52-11-76-1, 1979, National 6,602 pigeons 24th place, International 12,201 pigeons 46th place. 1980, National 6,660 pigeons 3rd place, International 13,636 pigeons 8th place. 1981, National 6,729 pigeons 69th place, International 13,202 pigeons 102nd place. 1982, National 8,351 pigeons 2nd place, International 15,605 pigeons 4th place plus Golden Wing. He did not race after winning Golden Wing. Remember that his son Playboy won also Golden Wing. Emiel became first fancier to win Golden Wing 2 times. During the late 80s, children and grandchildren of T won the best results, but also from the hen 368-80 strain Remie, which won 2 times in a row first national Limoges hens. In 1986, Emiel won the Golden Wing, 3rd champion long distance Belgium KBDB and 1st national Limoges. Frank Denys, the son of Emiel, got interested in this sport and raced on the old lofts of Emiel, which were moved to Zult. In 1988, Frank won 36th International Barcelona and 4th in the Golden Wing Championship. In the early 90s, Emiel wanted more rest in his busy life. He bought a house in Tielt and put some lofts behind it. For a few years he kept concentrating on the lofts in Zult. The last racing season in Zult he had super results on Barcelona and Pekeng. His basic Cockshonsworten won 5th International Pekeng in Zult. The birds of Tielt were ready to race now. In 1996, the success came with the European Cup, first West European Marathon, 9th champion of Belgium KBDB. The loft in Zult was still breeding loft, no racing loft. Son Frank was not interested in racing anymore, but another member of the family got very interested. The 25-year-old daughter of Emiel, Rebecca, is a lawyer. To relax from the daily work, she wanted to race pigeons. She races the birds in Zult now, Emiel in Tielt. Emiel had two famous fanciers for helping on the loft. He has Mark Verscheld on the loft Zult and Eric Devlemink on the loft in Tielt. Two top fanciers and very famous in Belgium. Emieldenys and his strain of pigeons are made for winning. First Grand Prix Lotto 2007 on POW with 1-2 nominated birds national. Rebecca Dennis wins this excellent prize donated by Lotto Belgium on POW. These hens are not old for the long distance but have won Chuck St. Vincent, Strain Dolly, POW Coutteau and Grote Marseille, 155th International St. Vincent 2005, 213th National POW 2006, Whitman POW Strain Klein T, POW Coutteau and BB Pekeng, 1 in 2006. 290th National on POW. The POW Story 2007 was complete with national prizes 28th, 86th and 92nd. Emiel beat his daughter with 28th National. His cock 342.0004 from strain Black Panther, 4th National Ace Pigeon Barcelona 1998-2002, Cross Vanessa 131.99. The hens of the loft Rebecca won the other prizes. The hen Idelity St. Vincent 383.41 186th National. She is direct daughter of Edelman 310.0038.00. This cox won, Emieldenys, as a yearling from St. Vincent. Edelman is bred from Finan 320.70.76.97, good racer bred from 331.95, strain First National Bergerac Holland Cross daughter POW Coutteau, Cross 328.95 daughter Diamond, 12th International Pekeng hens 1993. The mother of Edelman is 328.84.48.98, daughter Dolly. Dolly 612.93 won 3 times top from Barcelona and realized Europa Cup in 1996. Dolly is a son of Diamond Cross 197.94, sister of 7th International Barcelona 1997. The 92nd National POW won by Rebecca Dennis is the hen St. Vincent 418.05. She won 221st International St. Vincent in 2006. She was bred from Zwart T. Dolly Cross Zus Astrid, van der Wegen Cross Bergerac. No wonder that recently Emiel received the Lifetime Achievement Award of the KBDB. Emiel has written a piece of the history of Belgian pigeon racing. Thank you for watching. Until next time.